Debating casino gambling at National Harbor. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Natalie Wilson. County Executive Rushern testifies this afternoon before the House Ways and Means Committee in support of legislation that would authorize a casino in Prince George's. Baker says his strong preference is for the project to be located at National Harbor.
If they're going to do a sixth site, well, I think it makes sense to do it at National Harbor. I think that can bring in the greatest amount of revenues for the state and for the county. We estimate somewhere between $40 to $50 million could come into Prince George's County, which we could use that money to go into education and public safety. I released the budget yesterday and talked about the scenario we had to cut every agency by 5% and limit the amount that we put out there for infrastructure. So this could help us a lot, and I think it's a great place to have it.
Meantime, the lead investor in a proposed Baltimore casino says it supports legislation that would authorize a sixth gaming location in Prince George's, but Caesars Entertainment says it has no interest in seeking the license for that casino. The owners of another gaming facility scheduled to open in Anne Arundel County strongly opposes an additional site in Prince George's. A measure that would increase taxes for nearly every state resident passes the Maryland Senate. Under the plan, most Marylanders would pay a quarter percentage point more in income taxes, which would translate into an additional $65 to $200 annually. Budget analysts say that would raise more than $440 million in tax revenue for the next fiscal year. Marylanders making more than $500,000 would also pay a new flat tax of 5.5%.
And perhaps increases more at the higher levels. I personally think that that is a better approach, but it's whatever would have the support of the Speaker. Speaker has been focusing on not hitting the middle class and the people who are less able to pay, and increasing if we do need to increase, and we do need to increase because we do not have the revenues to cover the budget deficit, that we would go for those who have a higher ability to pay, $250,000 and up.
The measure faces an uphill battle in the House, where most Democrats want tax increases to be focused solely on six-figure earners. Well, a Prince George's County boy is safe and sound tonight after being abducted from his Landover school Thursday. Law enforcement agencies located 9-year-old Wilbert Garcia in Reno, Nevada today. He was allegedly taken from Dodge Park Elementary by his mother, Sylvia Garcia, just before 8 a.m. yesterday. Authorities immediately issued an Amber Alert and began a coordinated search effort. Sylvia Garcia is now in the custody of Reno police. A national hotel chain partners with a nonprofit to launch a new program that salutes military veterans and their family members. Anyone with hotel rewards points will soon be able to donate those points to troops. Today, Senator Ben Cardin and Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger officially announced the Hotels for Heroes program.
When a wounded warrior comes home and gets treatment, it's so beneficial for their family members to be there. But who pays for their hotels? Well, the truth is, no one, unless we all come together. And this allows us all to do something about it.
We don't want to tell them, you know, I'm sorry, if you had been here yesterday, we could have helped you. With a program like Hotels for Heroes, we'll be able to say, you know what, we'll be able to put you in a hotel, and as soon as a room opens up at Fisher House, we'll move you over to the Fisher House.
The Fisher House operates like a Ronald McDonald House, but there is often a long waiting list. The Marriott partnership with the Hotel for Heroes program helps minimize the wait. Two other chains, the Wyndham Hotel Group and American Inn Hotels and Suites, have joined the effort as well. For details, log on to fisherhouse.org. A Prince George's officer who has been serving in Afghanistan will set his feet on American soil today. Private First Class Kevin Cruz of Upper Marlboro will return after being deployed to Kandahar. Cruz serves in the U.S. Navy as a maintenance supervisor. Here is a message he sent to his family last November.
Amendment 1, Kevin Cruz. I'm in Kandahar PRT, Kandahar City, Afghanistan. I want to give a shout out to my wife Veronica and Valentina, who are in Prince George's County, Maryland right now.
Cruz is scheduled to land this evening at Reagan National Airport. He has been with the Prince George's Police Department for the last 7 years, working out of the District 1 station. Well, in just 4 days, CTV will present its latest in-depth news project. This time we focus on education. Entitled Children Come First, Closing the Achievement Gap in Prince George's County, the series launches on Wednesday, March 21st. We'll share success stories and look at the challenges that remain.
In terms of No Child Left Behind, I do think the curriculum has really narrowed, and I think that there are areas that we're not spending enough time on that kids need to know about. You know, I'd love for kids to get more time with technology. I'd love for kids more time with social sciences.
Again, the series will air on March 21st. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Natalie Wilson.